welcome to our first exclusive investor-only AMA. You sent us a lot of questions, and because of the Avalanche launch, that you can now choose Avalanche and also EURC as a payout. That will be the main focus of today's AMA. And during this call, you can also send your questions into the chat. Leandra will ask me or during the meeting. Or you can also send your messages and questions also in the Telegram chat, and we'll answer it step by step. So today, we received a lot of questions about the AMA or the last days, the last weeks, and we will go very deep into the Avalanche blockchain and also show you some documents that we prepared. Maybe you already saw them or received them. You can look into it by yourself afterwards, but also can ask us questions during this meeting live or afterwards via email. So feel free to reach out to us anytime. Yes, Rocksolid is now multi-chain. As you saw, in the past we were on the eSync blockchain, and now we also added Avalanche, because the very interesting thing is that we can now do the payouts in EURC. EURC is a euro-backed stablecoin, and for all that receive the payouts of our real estate in euro, and you want a stable income also that's backed like euro, the EURC, then that's the best thing and option for you. And from now on, when you log in to the investor portal after your investment via Equito, when you log into the investor portal, you can choose which blockchain you want to choose. It's still the eSync is available, but you can choose between Avalanche and eSync, and then of course receive ECS or EURC, depending on which blockchain you choose. And also with every investment you do, so when you do a reinvestment, you can choose again with every reinvestment. So when you say, okay, now I invest 1,000 euro, for instance, you can choose Avalanche, and with the next investment you say, okay, now I want to receive the payouts in ECS, then you can choose it during after the investment. So it's very flexible, and because of the blockchain, of course, you have your ROC token on the eSync blockchain and on the Avalanche blockchain. You can hold on both blockchains, and if you want to switch from one blockchain to another, it's possible. But it's mainly that you can choose directly after the first login where your investment should go. Yes, Leandra, the stage is yours for the questions.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So the first question that we received is, what is Avalanche?
Yeah, as I said, Avalanche is a multi-chain blockchain network that is very fast and of course affordable. And unlike other blockchains like Ethereum, it's very fast and also not that expensive, like for instance Ethereum. That's also why we choose it, and especially because of EURC. That's a very interesting thing, and also the whole community around Avalanche is very interesting. And we want also to expand our ecosystem, because with all its integrations with Avalanche and the features, it's very interesting for us. And also Avalanche has a very great community. That was also part why we got multi-chain now, that we can connect also with the Avalanche community, and it supports stablecoins. So I think that's the most important thing here.
Perfect. Thank you. The next question is, what exactly is EURC?
So as I said at the beginning, the EURC is a digital version of the euro. Because we as company, when we rent out our real estates, of course, we receive euro. And if we want to do a payout to the people, we of course have to buy. In the past, we had to buy ECS, but now we also buy EURC. Because when we receive, let's say, 1,000 euro as a monthly payout, then we buy EURC and you get EURC directly. And it means 1 EURC is 1 euro. So when you receive, for instance, a payout of 10 euro, you receive 10 EURC. And that will also always be the price. And you can do whatever you want with EURC. You can exchange it to real euro and put it on your bank, but you can also exchange it on other cryptocurrencies. So it's completely your choice what you want to do with the cryptocurrency. And what's also very interesting, that the EURC is widely accepted, and is also the first global stablecoin issuer that complies with MiCA. And that's also very interesting for a financial product like ours.
Perfect. And what exactly is MetaMask?
As you saw when you invest the first time, of course, you have the investor portal where you can see a ROC token, but of course, it's on the blockchain. It could be on the eSync blockchain, but also the Avalanche blockchain. And when you want your token on the blockchain, on your, for instance, MetaMask or your ledger, if you have a wallet, a hard wallet, then you can choose one of these. MetaMask is just, like any wallet out there, there's no need to use MetaMask because it's on the blockchain. But MetaMask is a digital wallet that lets you safely store your ROC token or all other cryptocurrencies that you own. And you need it to receive your monthly payouts, but you don't need exactly MetaMask. You can also use your ledger. You have to add Avalanche, for instance, on your ledger and then receive your ROC token there, but also your monthly payouts. And from there, you can do whatever you want. But the most important thing, it's on your blockchain. So when you receive a payout every month, it's on your wallet. And you can also put your wallet from MetaMask to other wallets, especially with Avalanche. There are many options that you can choose. It's not definitely need for MetaMask.
Perfect, thank you. So I think for the next question, you already mentioned it a little bit, but why did we exactly expand to the Avalanche blockchain?
Yeah, the Avalanche blockchain is very interesting. I can show you. I will just switch my screen here because what we have also a fact sheet about MetaMask, Avalanche, and EURC. And it's very interesting because we expanded our offering to Avalanche to make your investment experience even smoother, especially for the people who want a real estate investment, but also want to receive euro. And that's very interesting that Avalanche is one of the most advanced and widely used blockchains out there. And yeah, of course, as I mentioned at the beginning, it's fast, it's cheap. And that's also the thing, because when you invest 100 euro and let's say you receive 20 cents of payout, if you would do this on bank, then you have a lot of fees that are not very interesting for the people, because when you receive, let's say 20 cents and you have to pay to the bank 20 cents, that's not the thing how it works. That's also why tokenization is so interesting. And we will send it afterwards to you. There's also a fact sheet about MetaMask. You can download it, take a look at what Avalanche can do and why also we choose Avalanche. And yeah, of course, by using Avalanche, we can also offer a modern and reliable system that's built for the future for real estate, especially because we have the blockchain and we have EURC in combination.
Perfect, thank you. Just to mention on this point that we already have sent you this fact sheet via email, and you can also access it to the Telegram investor channel, but we will also put it in the email after the ALMA, and you can check it there again. So the next question is, will the payouts now only be in EURC?
So that's the thing. Also, like I mentioned at the beginning, you have your ROC token on the eSync blockchain or on the Avalanche blockchain. Let's say you bought 1,000 ROC token and you choose Avalanche, then you will receive EURC. When you choose the eSync blockchain, you will receive ECS. So you can choose. So if you already invested your token on eSync blockchain, you would still receive a monthly payouts in ECS. But of course, there's an option to switch to EURC. But yeah, just write us an email and we can help you with this. And for all the new investments, also like mentioned at the beginning, you can choose between the blockchain. We will also show you a step-by-step guide, quick, but you can take your time because it's 24 pages long. And the step-by-step guide explains how from the investment by Keto, how to set up your MetaMask, how the Avalanche wallet can be added, and what the investor portal is about, and how you can manage your investments. Because when I jump to a page where you see after you added the funds to Keto, all of you know this because you're investors, and afterwards when you get to the investor portal, you then can, so sorry, there are many pages. After your first login, you can choose which blockchain you will receive. You can set your address, either the eSync blockchain or the Avalanche blockchain, and then the tokens will be minted on this blockchain that you chose. And what does this mean exactly with for your existing investment? That's also a question I will directly continue, Leandra, with this question, because nothing changes for your investment, because the ROC token itself stays the same. It's just on a different blockchain. So the token and the financial product stays the same and is on the Avalanche or eSync blockchain. But the ROC token itself has on the eSync blockchain and on the Avalanche blockchain the same price, because it's real estate backed. And yeah, your tokens remain on the eSync blockchain, or for the new investments, if you want to get now EURC, you can invest directly and receive EURC, for instance, with this month.
Perfect. But what if I want to receive EURC from my existing investment? Is that possible?
Yeah, that depends on your specific case. It needs to be reviewed individually. As I said, just write us an email to info@rocksolidestate.com, and we'll take a look at it and answer you, because we will need the wallet address to edit there and so on. And then, of course, after you received your ROC token on the Avalanche, then, of course, you will receive your monthly payouts in EURC.
Exactly, perfect. And the next question will be, why do I need MetaMask at all?
Yeah, you don't need MetaMask. You can use any wallet out there. So it's very simple and very flexible, because, as I mentioned, you can use your Ledger. That's also very nice, because Ledger has, of course, also Avalanche in there. So you just have to choose Avalanche, then copy the Avalanche wallet address, put it into the investor portal, and then you're set. And that's all. And you receive on a monthly basis directly on your wallet. You don't have to do anything, because when it's set up once, it will be always be connected. And of course, also decentralized.
Perfect. And the next two questions, I think we can, like you said, it's also mentioned in the step-by-step guide, but it is, how do I get an Avalanche wallet address, and how can I set up MetaMask?
Yeah. That's, as I showed you my screen right now, I will jump real quick again in this document, but it's very easy. So if you had, if you created a wallet in the past, it's very easy and simple. And that was one of the most important things for us, that it's easy and simple to understand. Because when you're, for instance, setting up MetaMask or any other wallet, it could also be a Ledger, then it's very easy. You have to open it, import the existing wallet, or create a new wallet. And after you created it, you just switch via MetaMask, for instance, from Ethereum to Avalanche. It's very easy, just a drop down, you choose the Avalanche network, the Avalanche network seed chain, and that's exactly the wallet address. And that's the wallet address you need for the investor portal. And after you imported the token, for instance, you can import the AVAX, but also other token like the ROC token. And when you go on the official blockchain page, you will see that your ROC token are there when you receive it.
Perfect, thank you. So that's all questions we received. And I don't know if you already mentioned it, but after the AMA, we will send you an email. You can also download the step-by-step guide there, so you have all the information. And if you have questions, you can always reach out to us.
The most important thing is to end this up with the whole Avalanche thing. For us, it was very important to make it as easy as possible. For you as investor, you invest euro, and you receive euro back on a monthly basis via EURC. But you can also opt and say, okay, I want to receive ECS. Then you can choose the eSync blockchain. But then, as we mentioned in the last meetings, we are very much into the secondary market right now. We are in discussions with many exchanges, especially security token exchanges. That's a completely new field, and it's very interesting. There's a lot of secondary market options coming for you in the next weeks and months, and we're just searching for the best partner. So because we are here internally, I can drop some names. So we're in discussion with Bitpanda, we're in discussion with Vavex, we are in discussion with BX Digital, and that are very interesting exchanges. For instance, BX Digital, they are directly connected. It's a Swiss bank, they're directly connected also to private banking. That could be very interesting, that the whole Swiss money gets into real estate very easy via blockchain. So we want to open up and make it for you as an option, not only to receive your payout on a monthly basis, but also sell a part of the ROC token to realize your gains, for instance, and exchange it back to euro. Is there anything else or any questions that occurred that we should answer during this call? But of course, you can also write via Telegram into our group and give us also feedback. And for us, it would also be nice to give us a feedback and maybe some testimonials, what you thought so far about Rocksolid, if you have some ideas where we as a company should focus. Because as you know, we have the voting rights. And the voting rights, you decide as investors where the money should be invested. Should it be invested more in the hotel sector, or should it be more invested into the office building? But as you know, the real estate that we buy is developed and gains revenue from day one. That's very important, and in comparison to other investment forms out there. But I think all of you know that this is very interesting, that we are kind of, you're not a fund, we are a company, and you participate with one ROC token from all real estate that we buy now, in 1 year, and in the next years. With one question, I think. You can unmute yourself.
Sebastian, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sebastian, my question is, in kind of emergency, I want to sell my invested ROC token, and how it is possible in future. I think now it is not possible, but in the future it must be possible. So
exactly. That's
what way you think about.
That was the thing, like I mentioned, with the exchanges, because a security token, it's not like Bitcoin or Ethereum that you can exchange it on the normal exchanges, because it's a security token. It's a financial product. And that's also with the whole regulations. That's why we're in discussion with Bitpanda, why we're in discussion with Vavex, why we are in discussion with the whole other exchanges. And you can log into these exchanges and put a sell order for your ROC token, and the market will buy it. So in the future, of course, the yields will increase because we will buy more real estate. We will optimize it, let's say from 100,000 euro in a gain of yield every year. We will optimize it and put it to 120, 150. And that's also why the ROC token will develop in the future. And the people out there can directly buy the ROC token from Equito, but they can also buy it from the exchanges. And especially when I think of Bitpanda, that's a very interesting part for us as a company and also for all the investors. Because with a partner like Bitpanda, for instance, we open up to a very big audience where it's much easier. Because of course, you know, Bitpanda is a little bit bigger than Equito. And that could be very interesting for us as a company. And the bigger the community gets, the easier it will be to trade a ROC token, especially with the increasing yields.
Okay, thank you very much, Sebastian. I know this now, but you give me a minute information, special information, if this process is...
yes, we will update this as soon as possible.
Okay.
It's in our focus to do this as soon as possible.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
I think this will be in Q2. So now we have April. I think April or in the next 1, 2, 3 months, it will be available. So we all have the offers on the table. We just have to sign it. And I think it will be online in 2 or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. But we have to, concentrate on the right partner. So that's why.
That's right. So if we stand by.
Yes. We have one more.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay.
We have one more question. We have one more hand up. Please write, or did you post something in the chat? No. Are there any other questions we can answer?
Hi, Sebastian, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, hi. Can an investor hold the ROC token apart on the eSync blockchain and apart on the Avalanche blockchain?
That's the interesting thing. So when you log in as an investor, for instance, when you're a new investor, you log in the first time, you can choose between eSync or Avalanche. And with every investment that you do, you can choose. So for instance, I invest now 1,000 euro, I log in, I choose eSync. The next time I log in, the question is again, okay, where should my ROC token be minted on? Then I choose Avalanche. And what's also interesting, also in the future, maybe when we go multi-chain with different blockchains, could also be interesting to choose a little bit more. So the people can decide what they want to receive, EURC or ECS. EURC is, of course, very stable, but ECS has the possibility to rise again and make your profit even more. But of course, for the people who want to be safe, then of course, Avalanche is the way to go for them.
Yeah, thank you. I have another question about kind of accumulation of the yield, the monthly yield, especially on the where USDC. In the case of the USDC, since Mika is coming now and is still kind of active all over the Europe, do you have some plan for the automatic reinvestment for the monthly yield, especially for EURC? Maybe
that's the good thing. That's the good thing. When we have exchange out there, you can say, I want a buy order. And when you, for instance, receive your EURC every month, and let's say you have 100 euro as a payout, then you can directly have a monthly buy order after the payment. So you can, for instance, say, okay, I always want to buy new ROC token from the secondary market on the 20th of the month. And maybe you can do this with the investment or the payout we received. And that's also very interesting. There's also one reason why we went to Avalanche, because the blockchain or the exchanges out there know Avalanche, and it was easier for them to add our token there on the Avalanche blockchain. But then it will be an automatic reinvestment. That would be, of course, a bonus for everybody, because we can grow faster and you will receive a much higher yield because you're reinvesting every month. Are there any more questions? Yeah, as I mentioned before, Leandra said, we prepared a lot of things. Please check also your inbox or your or the Telegram group. We have a lot of documents that you can download, like the step-by-step guide, like the Avalanche fact sheet, but also other things like a thing why real estate and tokenization is so interesting. But there will be some more emails sent out to you, so definitely check also your spam folder if you didn't receive the emails. And for instance, some people said that they sometimes receive German emails but speak English. That could be because you signed up the first time on the German page. But you can also write to us, and then we will switch you to the English page, and you will receive all further emails in the language you will understand. And also, if you want to watch this AMA again, we will send out the link afterwards, and you can also activate the translation. So if you want to listen to it or have a subtitle in Italian language or whatsoever, you can do so afterwards. And this will be live, not publicly, but it will be on Google Drive, and you will receive a Google Drive link afterwards. Leandra, did we receive any other questions on the other platforms, or are we so far so good?
So far so good.
All right. There will also be more webinars coming on a regular basis, at least once a month, where you can also send people or join, and we will show there live our ROC token development. You will see there, like for instance, example of the real estate, example of calculation about the option you have, and you can join it anytime you want. But yeah, if there are not any more questions, I think I say thank you very much, everybody, for joining today. And I will see you in the next AMA. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.